4 astronauts were on a mission to Mars. This mission was a historic endeavor, marking humanity's first attempt to set foot on the red planet. The journey was filled with anticipation and excitement. Their names were Captain Emily, Mark, Sophia, and Ben. Each astronaut had a unique role and brought their own expertise to the mission. Captain Emily was the leader, Mark was the engineer, Sophia was the scientist, and Ben was the medical officer. They were very excited to be the first people to walk on Mars. The thought of exploring a new world and making groundbreaking discoveries filled them with joy and determination. The spaceship was very big and had everything they needed. It was equipped with state-of-the-art technology and designed to support them for the long journey ahead. They had food, water, games, and books. The astronauts made sure to keep themselves entertained and mentally stimulated during the trip. They even had a robot dog named Rover. Rover was not just a pet, but also a companion that provided emotional support and helped with various tasks. The trip to Mars was long, but the astronauts had fun. They engaged in various activities to pass the time and maintain their physical and mental health. They told stories, played games, and talked to their families on Earth. Staying connected with loved ones was crucial for their morale and well-being. Rover, the robot dog, made them laugh. Its playful antics and interactive features brought joy and laughter to the crew. Finally, after many months, they arrived at Mars. The sight of the red planet filled them with awe and a sense of accomplishment. They were very close to achieving their dream. The moment they had been preparing for was finally within reach, and their hearts raced with excitement and anticipation. Captain Emily steered the spaceship carefully, her eyes focused on the controls, her hands steady despite the tension in the air. They were finally entering Mars's orbit, a moment they had all been waiting for. "Get ready to land," she said to her crew, her voice filled with a mix of excitement and caution. "This is it." Everyone was excited, their faces lighting up with joy and anticipation. They had trained for this moment for years. Suddenly there was a loud bang, and the spaceship shook violently. The crew was thrown off balance, alarms started blaring, red lights flashing everywhere. "What was that?" Sophia cried, her eyes wide with fear and confusion. Mark quickly checked the controls, his fingers flying over the buttons. "We've lost an engine!" he shouted, his voice filled with urgency. The spaceship was spinning out of control, the view of Mars outside the window becoming a blur. "We can't land on Mars!" he added, panic rising in his voice. Captain Emily quickly took charge, her training kicking in. "We need to stabilize the ship," she ordered, her voice calm but authoritative. "Mark, try to restart the engine," she commanded, her eyes never leaving the controls. "Sophia, check the fuel levels," she added, knowing that every second counted. "Ben, help me with the controls," she said, her voice steady. The crew worked together, their training and teamwork their only hope of survival. The astronauts worked together, but nothing seemed to work. Every attempt to fix the malfunctioning systems ended in failure. They were running out of options and time. The broken engine couldn't be fixed. It was beyond repair, and the tools they had were insufficient for the job. The situation was dire. They were stranded in space, far from Earth. Fear crept in. The vast emptiness of space seemed to close in on them, making them feel even more isolated. "What if we're stuck here forever?" Ben asked, his voice shaking. Sophia began to cry. The uncertainty of their fate weighed heavily on everyone. Captain Emily put a comforting hand on Sophia's shoulder. She knew she had to keep the crew's spirits up, even if she herself was scared. "We're not giving up," she said firmly. Her voice was steady, filled with determination. "We have faced challenges before, and we will overcome this one too. We're a team, and we'll find a way out of this. We have to." Mark nodded in agreement. "She's right, we have to stay united and keep trying. We have to stay strong. No matter how tough things get, we can't lose hope. We have to believe in ourselves and our ability to survive. We have to have hope. Hope is what will keep us going, even in the darkest times. It's what will drive us to find a solution." They had to believe they would be rescued, they had to trust that help would come, and that they would see Earth again. Their survival depended on it. Days turned into nights. The astronauts rationed their food and water carefully. They sent out distress signals, hoping someone would hear them. Inside the spaceship, the astronauts continued to work tirelessly. Sophia figured out a way to boost their communication signal. Ben managed to conserve enough energy to power up the emergency beacon. Their spirits were low, but they refused to give up. They knew that somewhere, someone was looking for them. They just had to hold on a little longer.